Cool. Audio testing. We're keeping it gay. Bless you, sir. You ever sneeze into your own shirt?
Yeah, a little, yeah, sometimes.
I do that on the treadmill, and I feel so judged by any woman, one of my neighbors, if there's people near me.
You take your shirt off, and there's just like boogers all over your shit.
Yeah. Remember Billy Madison, where it's like the girl is like blowing her son's nose and then like wipes it like this to be, and then the guy's like, the mucus queen is yours. Yeah, I feel like the mucus queen sometimes when I do that.
The mucus king, bro. You're the mucus king.
That's nice of you to say.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thanks.
I crown you.
I've been waiting for a long time.
The boogers. That's all. It's all about boogers, everybody, today.
Keep it mucusy, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Buddy.
Yeah.
How we doing? We are cooking with freaking gas here.
It's great, man. It's been that like long ass editing. Editing day.
We had a long day at your awesome house in your incredible like VH1 behind the scenes, behind the music type. Like the lighting in that room is sexy for editing. Like you have it. He has a great setup, and we were there for like 13 or 14
it was a
hour
long
sessions.
Time. It was a long time. Yeah.
It was 38 hours in one day.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Felt good though. You know what I mean? To get it all down and chop it all up, and you guys got to see our evidence of our work.
That's what it takes.
And, yeah, man. And I try to light it nice. It's like,
dude, it's so cool in there.
It's like the. It's my childhood bedroom that I've turned into my mix suite where I mix all of my music and I do all my band stuff in there. And I'm just trying to light it so it doesn't look like a bedroom. You know what I mean?
No one on planet Earth would walk in there thinking it's anything bedroom at all. It's just because you were there as a child, as a bedroom.
Yeah,
you know?
so for me, For me, it's a little bit like I got to erase the memory of all of the times that I smeared stuff on the wall and punched holes in the wall.
Oh, yeah?
There was a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Ooh, you were raging against the parental machine?
Oh, totally. Yeah, but we had a friend of mine, he got kicked out of his house when we were like 16, 17, and he had no place to go. And I was like, hey, mom and dad, can you take him in? And we like best friends, we just roomed, well, we weren't best friends, but we were friends, and we roomed in my room. But we both have fits of rage and punch holes in walls and stuff.
Independent of each other?
Independent of each other.
Okay.
And then sometimes because of each other.
That's what makes sense.
Yeah, because it's like, two teenage dudes, living together in a small bedroom is not like, it's not ideal.
Your hormones are raging.
Oh, man.
Your downstairs is raging.
And I was a whiny bitch as a teenager and annoying and I was dorky. Remember I said I was dorky. I didn't realize how dorky I was.
I was gonna ask you, how did she tell you that? Like, was that real, or were you just being funny? Was there a moment she was like, you're dorky?
She was real. Yeah, she was real. No, she said
you had to like take your leather jacket off and stop giving someone a noogie. Be like, wait, I'm not.
Yeah, right. It's like, why is everyone? Yeah, no. I think it was. She said I'm cute and a little dorky, and I go, what? I was like, I'm
backhand.
I'm like, what? I'm dorky? Like, I'm touring with rock bands. You think I'm dorky? She's like, yeah, you're kind of dorky. Like, so it was kind of this little splash of self-awareness. You can't always give self-awareness as a gift.
Hey,
you can't really do that. Yeah,
that is true, and that is
And I had to accept that gift. It was like more of a suppository, I think, at that point.
Bend over and take this.
Yeah. It was like a thermometer. I don't know. Yeah.
That's hilarious. Dude, you are looking freaking fit.
Oh, thanks.
You look like you're starting every day with a bowl of Ozempic O's. You look like
Ozempic O's.
You look like shit. Is podcasting the secret? Are you?
Ooh, yeah. So it's Ozempic O's with a little side of GLP sauce. You put it on, you spread it on the toast, and then you just don't eat again.
Effective.
Yeah, effective. Yeah.
That's an effective method.
No, I've actually been it's funny that reminded me of the first time you said I looked good. Nothing had changed. Like I just wore a tighter shirt, and I was thinking about this. That
I'm flirty.
Yeah, you're a little flirty. Yeah. This happens sometimes where someone doesn't see me for a while. I'm like, hey man, you look great, and literally nothing has changed. So that means they just have this terrible image of them in their memory. It's like, oh, you must think I look awful in your mind, and then when you see me, you're like, hey, you look great. Like,
I remember you in like kind of a bell tower vibe.
whatever it is. It's like, well, you have a shitty memory. Because like,
yeah.
And that's true. Like, there's another comedian I see at open mics, and he's like, hey, man, you're looking great. I'm like, nothing's changed, man. You just remember me bad.
Yeah, that's so funny. You can tell people remember you worse.
Yeah.
Like some people are like, I'm not photogenic. You're like, I'm not memory-genic. Like,
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, it's exactly. That's memory-genic. Yeah.
I feel like that obviously happens with like kids, like nieces, nephews, whatever. Like when you're not around, they grow up.
Mm-hmm.
But I think anyone over, if you're like 6'3.5" or taller,
mm-hmm.
every time I see you, I have to spend like 90 seconds talking about how you seem taller.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure they're used to it and annoyed by it, but every time I'm just like, God damn, dude, because I'm extra medium tall. I'm 6'1", so like I don't feel tall, but I am taller than a lot of people.
Extra medium tall. I like that. You're extra medium tall.
Yeah, because it's not like no one would be like, oh, that super tall guy, but like most of the population is a little shorter than me.
Totally, yeah.
So when someone's taller than me, I just feel so baby-like.
You should meet my brother.
Yeah?
He's 6'7".
What? Oh, God, I hate.
No,
is that still happening?
Yes, yeah, it still is, I think.
Is it?
Yeah. No, he's 6'7". My brother is giant.
And he's adopted?
No. He just got the genes. He got the genes.
Older or younger?
He's younger. He's my younger brother. I call him my little brother, but his shoulders are
That's
like
fun.
here.
That's the universe.
So you'll be able to
you.
meet him and make you feel small.
Yeah, I would love to
Yeah.
for him to just carry me out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, 47 days sober.
Hell yeah, dude.
So it's definitely time to start smoking cigs. What do you think? I'm thinking I'm picking up the habit. This is one of my things, by the way.
Is it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is it one of your what do they call it? A crutch?
Yes. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
It's like I can't not do nothing bad.
Right. Yeah, okay. Yep.
I'm not doing nothing bad. That's crazy. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be sober, not Amish. And like,
lame.
yeah, I don't know what it is. Like, I think it also, because like people talk about like, I only smoke when I drink, and it's like I have had drunk cigs. I've done pretty much everything drunk.
You've checked all the boxes.
Yeah. All that machinery was operated against instruction, but weirdly, like the newly sober cig is actually gives me the rush that I think people have when they have a drunk cig.
Nice.
There's something about it, man.
So are you getting the little head rush that like, because when I smoked when I was a teenager, every time I take a cigarette, I'd have a head rush.
Yeah,
and I think it was just the lack of oxygen or whatever.
There's a real, I mean, like cigars will make you throw up if you have too many or too dark or one or whatever.
But it wasn't a nicotine thing. For me, it wasn't a nicotine thing. And it was just like I'd take a hit and I'd get a little mildly dizzy like every time I take a puff. But then it eventually went away. So I don't know if that's happening to you at all.
Well, I mean, first of all, I was gonna buy a pack on the way here. I have not done it yet in this successful run, but it's coming.
You gonna smoke
Parliament?
I was gonna say Camel Reds.
Yeah. You're gonna get Marlboro Pinks.
Marlboro Pink. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, you should actually pick up some of those.
Some Virginia Freckles.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The what were the cigarettes? The
Cools?
No, the Reds.
Newports.
The flexible Reds.
Oh, Flexible Reds.
Flexible Reds.
We appreciate the sponsor.
Yeah. Fuck that.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I don't know. I definitely think it's time to get those.
Nice.
Who should go first, man? I feel like you had. I definitely want to. I got to hear about the meeting of the folks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. Yeah.
Which is a fun thing, by the way. When you have a new buddy who you're getting like, because we knew each other for a little bit, but like we're way more knowing each other now.
Yeah.
It's like funny to actually be like, oh my God, I can't wait to ask you that on camera. Like,
yeah, don't tell me now. Wait till you're on camera. Yeah, so my so Sophie's parents and my parents met for the very first time, even though
how long have you and Sophie been together?
Her and I have been together. We started our relationship started in almost 10 years. So it's 9.5 years.
That's why it's crazy.
It is crazy. Yeah, it is crazy for several reasons. Some of it was just like
really on the run out of the country. Like what?
No, just never happened. And like maybe that's
for
just
10 years.
Yeah. So my father, to be fair, Sophie's dad is a plumber. And
that doesn't explain anything, bro.
No, I'm saying my dad hired him to do to swap a dishwasher out several years ago. So her dad met my parents just by being hired out.
I thought you were gonna say they somehow still didn't meet.
No,
I was
no.
He's like fucking 1099'd him without shaking his hand.
It's like, hey, guess what? Our kids are fucking.
Yo, your pipes are fixed, so are your daughters.
Yeah. I know it is crazy. Like, and some of it, like I said, I've ever said is, I think there's just this. We both are phobic of commitment. Ironically, it's like it's this mental. It's like probably I don't know. It's not a healthy thing, but like we're both like, it feels permanent. It feels too much, even though we're already living together and we've been together.
Share a home together.
It's so dumb. There's probably a name for it. There's probably a name for this somewhere. Well, maybe I'll come
Millennial
up with
seniors. Is that what you are?
Yeah. Well, whatever. Yeah. Well, now she's a millennial. I'm a Gen Xer. So there's a little bit. There's a little bit of gap there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but they just didn't. They had never met, and of course, there was a little nerves. Sophie and I were like, I hope this goes well, and went fine. And
both of you are not children of divorce.
Right. That was the fascinating thing. Her parents are still together, and my parents are still together, which is super rare. It's super rare, right?
It's incredibly rare.
Yeah.
For all that to be the case, and to not meet, like it's all.
Yeah. It is a little wacky. Yeah. It is a little wacky. Yeah. So it's just it went well, and my dad, the funny thing is both her dad and my dad like to talk a lot. Like when they get on something they like, they just talk. So I was like looking forward to just like putting them together and seeing them talk, and it was great.
That's fantastic.
And my dad's a nerd, he's like a tech nerd, and so he was like, hey, look at all the stuff we got here, and we got these amplifiers here, and I ran these lines and everything like that, and I relate to that. But he's just like so excited to share this new house, this new building that they bought a few years ago. But so like I walk in and my dad's like, and then I just see her dad and my dad down in the corner. He's like, and then I got this and I got this, and her dad's just like, okay. And I see and I look to the left, and my mom and her mom are just sitting in the corner like seat, like chair or couch, just. Oh, how are you doing? Yeah, quiet. And they were just like mildly, awkwardly like
sweet mom energy.
Yeah. But they're both kind of just watching the men poke around and like do the thing, like.
Dude,
yeah,
it was actually. Funny. It occurs to me that because we've talked about this, I think off camera. I don't know, but making new friends at this age as men, or like really 30 and beyond as an adult, making new friends is always kind of weird.
Yeah,
and one of the cool things about AA is and comedy and stuff. Mm-hmm. Or anything you do, really. But meeting older dudes that are cool, that can become your buddy. Like I've got buddies that are in their 50s and stuff.
Yeah, man.
And older and stuff like that. And but the thing is, the rule with male friendships I'm discovering is
tell me, because I have no idea.
Well, I'm just gonna say, do you feel this way?
Yeah.
Like when you make a friend, like when you make a new buddy who's younger than you, it's pressure's off. And they can sort of come along to anything of your world, and maybe they invite you to theirs. If they're a peer, sort of the same thing. If you're meeting a dude older than you, and or just I think after some time in your 40s, for that to work, you're going into their world.
It's
exactly. Welcome to my fishing shed. Welcome to my workshop garage. It's like they're gonna teach you about their little cabin in the universe. That's their world, their slice, and you're either gonna be a guest invited and you go along on their terms, or you're not hanging out because that's where they live.
Right. They've made their world, and they're like, we're gonna be friends. You got to come into this world.
See.
Yeah, you got to come see it. Yeah, I feel a little bit like that meeting you. I've got a little bit of a world around me, music related kind of world, tech world, and stuff like that.
No, I came into this world is sick as hell, and your house and stuff. But it's it's not. But you're still young enough and young spirited that we met at open mics.
Right? Oh yeah, totally.
No, we're a bunch of people that are 20 years younger than us.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, that's the thing about doing open mics is hanging out with dudes that are 21 and 22. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember this. I remember that feeling. But I also feel, because we're doing the same thing, kind of just we're kind of all, there's a little bit of a level playing field. And just in terms of, we all have the same challenge on stage. We have the same writing challenge, and I know this is something that just levels things off. Even though people are better at it than others, it's not like we're all equal. It's that we're trying the same thing. There's like a level playing field.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's the coolest thing about a skill set like that, particularly comedy, is like it really is sort of. I think Colin Quinn says this in the documentary Comedian. Like it's the closest to justice. Because it's like you're funny or you're not,
right?
So
yes.
Like there was a dude last night at the Stanford open mic or near Comedy Club Stanford, and he's like an older dude, like 60s something, 60, 65 plus, and he's talking about like porn and like whatever.
I think I saw that guy. I did that mic in December.
Probably it feels like it's his, it's his
thing,
whatever, and but like he crushed, and like you go from who's this old guy to that guy crushed.
Yeah.
And it's like you're cool now, and it's fun. It's fun to see that. And
so I was gonna say, jump to this week for me. It has been. I don't know if you wanted to go farther in that.
Yes.
Yeah. So this week was my first gig. Or this past week was my first like real gig of the year. Like with this one of the companies I work with, and one of the things I like to do because I'm doing the audio side of it is I'm generally in charge of the music when an event happens, and they're business meetings, right? So it's really boring during the thing, but there's music when they walk in and there's music when they walk out. And one of the
power
things
that you have.
Oh
too.
yes. I love to troll. I troll so hard, dude.
It's awesome.
So this was a financial group like in Hartford, and because I was down before the meeting started. I was down at the hotel bar, connected hotel bar, having a beer before we start. All the guys that were part of the meeting were there, and they were like pretty much 99% white. Dudes around.
Say.
Yeah. And all in suits. They all kind of looked the same. Like it was like definitely like that group. So
Agent Smith investing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, exactly. So right before doors opened, or right as doors opened, I put, "Hallelujah, it's raining men. It's raining men." And I just cranked it. And you can see like people like turning their head over to me like, "Hey, what's going on here?" It's like, "It's raining men." And I also do this. I'll sometimes do audio for a conservative like PAC or a super PAC or whatever.
Really?
Yeah. It's the job is just whoever hires us to do audio and visual.
Sure.
So we do all kinds of Democratic one. I do conservative one, Republic ones. But this one particular,
we'll mic you up equal opportunity.
Yeah, equal opportunity, exactly. So this one I do every year, and it's a very conservative dinner, and I always put on a playlist for dinner that's the most LGBTQ playlist I can find.
Tell me, what's on there?
Well, it's Elton John. There's KD Lang. Yeah. Then even I think Chapel Roan. I can't speak to all these younger kids, but like,
oh, dude, I love Chapel Roan.
But I try to find the gayest, most queer sounding playlist, and I just crank it while they're all eating dinner. and so far, no one's noticed. But I always do that. And so if it's like a Democratic one, I'll put country music on.
Good. I'm glad you frustrate everybody. I believe in that.
Yeah,
I believe in that.
I just want to see if I can get someone's head to turn over and be like, what are they playing?
Does anyone ever like wink at you or fist bump or be like, "That's hilarious"? Like, get it?
Oh, totally.
Some of them get it.
Yeah,
That's
Some people,
cool.
yeah, and just, oftentimes it's the showrunner. They'll come over and they'll be like, "Hey, I like that."
Yeah.
And I do get sometimes though. Hey, can you change the music?
Do you?
Yeah. I play.
DJ booth the corporate meeting.
Oh yeah. Well, they're in charge, right? They're the ones paying us.
Of course.
So I have to do what they say. But yeah. But I actually put Motown on most meetings. Just to kind of balance out
the corporate greed.
Yeah, the demographic of the group. I try to balance it out. But it is funny to troll it like that.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I fucking love that. And that's been a big week for you for a number of reasons.
Yeah. So
congratulate you.
The thing about working for yourself and freelancing is you might not always get the work you think you might get. And so this year, the main artist that I work with wasn't touring.
You said, yeah.
Yeah. So that would be a huge pay cut for me. So
right.
I got a phone call from a guy that I used to tour with, and I landed a tour. And thank goodness I landed a tour because I need the money this year. But that was a big deal, yeah. And so it'll be doing kind of the same thing I did because him and I toured with Johnny Clegg together back in the day.
Yeah.
And so now we're I'm kind of similar. It's going to be me and him, and I'll be on monitors, but I'll also be guitar teching and setting up all the band stuff, then doing monitors and stage managing. And then he's going to be out front. He does production managing, tour managing, and then we'll have a merch guy who will be with us. So he'll be able to help push cases a little bit, I hope.
Yeah.
So, but it's going to be, I'm feeling good about that.
That's so cool.
And what I have been doing has been a little bit less, but the previous stuff that I've been doing in the past, 6 or 7 years has been less physically demanding. This one's going to be very physically demanding, so I'm kind of trying to get back in shape.
You're doing it.
Yeah. So I'm trying to get back. And it's not Ozempic. I'm not actually doing Ozempic.
No,
I'm doing
full
something.
TRT. We're going Anavar. We're getting anabolic with this shit.
Yeah, I've been taking testosterone therapies and throwing them in the garbage because I don't need testosterone.
I got a little scared. I got a little spooked. My asshole got tight. That was
I don't need no testosterone.
Hello, Daddy. Settle down, Tiger. That was a lot. That's so cool. How many cities are you going to be hitting on this tour?
It's 2 months straight, and it's going to be probably at least 25 cities.
That's so fucking cool.
Yeah.
All obviously U.S.
Yeah, it's all
Or
U.S.
across.
Yeah, because it's like he's like a folk artist. I won't say his name, but he's a folk artist.
So you're doing like a Southern swoop type idea?
Yeah, I think we're starting in Nashville, and then I think we go to California, and then we just kind of meander across. Going back east.
So jealous, dude.
Yeah. I'll send pictures, and we'll do a Zoom pod.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We'll do a Zoom pod, and I'll try to put up. Any funny tour stories or whatever, I'll post on Instagram or TikTok or something like that. Just to keep everybody updated.
That's it.
So that was Thursday, and then Saturday. I also, one of the other things that I do is I work and I help a 96-year-old Belgian abstract painter. And we'll put something about him later on. Maybe not this episode, but
give his name or where they can plug it.
His name is Jan Beekman.
Okay.
Jan is Jan. It looks like Jan, but Jan Beekman.
Yeah.
And I've been working with him for the past 4 or 5 years. And he hired me when the shutdown happened in 2020 because I didn't have any live events. Like all concerts.
Yeah.
Concerts went away, right?
I think you were the only one.
Yeah, exactly. Concerts went away, and and then so he hired me to help turn his house into an art gallery. He's this incredible abstract painter, and he's got a foundation in Belgium, but we're gonna start doing stuff in the States. And we started a company, and I was allowed to choose the percentage I wanted to be involved. So I chose the percentage I wanted to be involved and turned ownership of the company. So I'm gonna.
Did you know that was how involved you want to be? And then he was like, "That's how much you own." Was it like a sort of?
Well, it was. He asked me. He said, "How much? What's the percentage you want?" And so that was like this thing. I had to spend a couple of days thinking about it. I'm like, well, weighing the pros and cons, and so I won't say the percentage, but yeah, it was like it's the first time I've had any kind of opportunity like this.
That's so cool.
And so I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna pick this percentage of the company, and he goes, well, he's like, if you pick this one, that's the same as this number, so I'm fine with that. So, and I was like, cool. So.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man.
Congratulations,
yeah,
buddy.
Thanks, dude. So it's kind of a big,
It's huge.
Yeah.
It's huge.
And signing contracts and giving your information away is a little bit unnerving, a little adrenaline rush. But it's like, okay, here we go. I'm going to try and become a man now,
Hey.
Yeah.
And at the spring age.
Yeah.
No,
at the spring age.
But you also did a documentary about this.
Yes, there's a
guy,
documentary.
Which they can find on YouTube where.
Oh, yeah. It's called The American Art of Jan Beekman.
Sick.
That's the name of it, and you just Google it. And you'll find it.
It's very cool. His art is so cool. We got to get some of it.
Yeah, we'll put some up. Yeah. So and that's
because if you looked at that art and you told me 17-year-old art prodigy in Brooklyn, or 95-year-old, like it looks cool and it's colorful and they're huge pieces and like I'm excited.
It's timeless too.
Yeah, they really are.
And the thing he's really good at is connecting, making something microscopic feel like it's massive.
Yeah, it's cool
and
shit.
making the universe feel like it's microscopic, and it's it's kind of like everything's connected.
Yeah.
There's this connection with everything, and he's an incredible painter. Yeah, so we'll plug Jan Beekman, man.
Yeah,
check him out.
yeah.
Check him out.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for watching, guys. Here at FMK&J, we like to thank our sponsors, and today's sponsor is Brown Apron. With Brown Apron, you can say goodbye fresh mail-ordered meals because quality is not a factor in their food. The difficult-to-use subscription is available to anyone with a touch-tone phone. Just dial at random, and the frustrating operators will send you a sample for $25.99. You'll receive a box of casually selected leftovers from all around the world. When you open up your Brown Apron deposit, it will excite your senses and take your breath away. You'll never want to eat another meal again. Please help the starving kids in Africa by eating dumb with Brown Apron.
I had a
How
pretty
about you?
cool week. Not as cool as that. No one offered me percentages and shit.
I don't like to compare. Let's not compare.
Yeah, no big deal. I'll take a nap in the road. But
Damn.
no, I did Dude Acer's podcast.
Oh, right
Acer
on. Yeah.
Comedy.
Shout out. Yeah.
Cool dude. Last week promoting this and shows and stuff. Had a little like they call them God moments.
Okay.
In AA.
Oh, good. Awesome.
Well, like, yeah, but it's like,
Well.
like I don't know, because when you want to be productive and someone hits you with something. Because I did the podcast and we're talking, I'm joking around about my mom and stuff who passed away, sobriety, this kind of stuff, and it was a fun thing. Like, check it out. But it's in this cool studio space in Hartford. But there's a lady at the desk who's like running that, in charge of the space.
Okay, yeah.
And she could hear us.
Oh, wow.
Recording.
Okay. Yeah.
So when we're done and I'm walking out, she's like, "Hi." She like stops what she's doing and she like,
wow,
is like, "So you're getting sober?" And I was like, "Uh-huh." And she was like, yeah. And she was like, "My son is 4 years sober. He's 26. AA saved his life. His friends were passing away.
Wow.
Are you doing the AA?" And I was like, "Yes, I'm doing the AA."
The
and,
AA.
yeah. And she was like, "I just want you to know your mom is so proud of you."
Oh, yeah.
And I was just like, you bitch. You sweet bitch.
Oh, yeah, dude. That's great.
I'm going to go pee and not cry in the bathroom. You know what I mean? Like,
That's
so I was
so
just like,
awesome,
oh,
man.
dude. And it's, it's
that's
whatever.
so cool. Yeah.
But it was one of those, and the pod was fun. And then I had 2 shows on Valentines.
Nice.
Did Valentines with the lady. Went to a bomb. Like, dude, New Haven does Italian food. Like, I've taught, and we were very pro Connecticut on a previous episode.
Yeah.
And all that, and like, I've wanted to live in California since I was 16, and like, I'm starting to just feel like, hey, you can visit other places, but the food we have here is so good. And we went to on Worcester Street or Worcester Square or whatever, New Haven Italian restaurant. And it was just so bomb food. But we get in there, and there's like this like Italian, full head of hair, white hair,
nice,
big Luigi white mustache.
Nice.
He's like thin, but he's got like manly hands, and he's going around, he's doing his thing to everyone and singing while he,
Oh, that's awesome.
kind of whatever.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
he's running. He's got these back waitresses behind him helping you, and everything's just cool, right?
I love you just said back waitresses.
Well, that's what you call back serving and front serving when you're in a fancy enough restaurant.
I thought that was something completely different.
Yeah.
Please continue.
No, these are industry terms. Don't Google them. But we get in there, right? And it's like the building makes no sense. The entrance is in the back, and it's like kind of awkward, and you're kind of pushing through, which is cool. It feels cool. It feels New Yorky.
Yeah.
But just feng shui incorrect. Old dude walks up the little ramp into the bar area, and the dining room's that way. And me and Anya are like against the wall. He comes in, whoop. Bang!
Oh,
first thing that happened, we were in there. Like, this guy, if he's 65, he's 72. You know what I mean? And he just crack on the tile ramp where it meets ribs, old man ribs. Just, and everyone hears it, and the whole bar looks, and it's just like, is this guy dead? And then he like gets up in the bar from behind the bar. The bar manager tender is like sweating, like he's been over serving the staff. Like, is this guy? You guys, would you clean this up? And I've just worked in restaurants, and I felt that vibe. And
did you hear was there music when he fell? Like, it's me, Mario.
Yeah. Yeah, he stepped on a turtle and got bit. But like, he had to get up, and he was just like at the bar, like like fucking Rocky, like in between rounds. And everyone's like, are we sending this guy home? Like, or to whatever. And he just took like just for a second, like, and then was just back in the flow.
Damn.
And we sat down, and then I was like, hey, man, are you okay? And he's like, oh, yeah, I'll feel it tomorrow. And he came back, he's like, oh, I realized you guys were in there. You saw that, huh? And I was like, yeah, dude. Are you going to be all right? He's like, no, I'll definitely feel it tomorrow. But he was just the man, and like,
that's cool.
I don't know. In the world of AI, like, I really do think that like going and having like old school, cool server.
Oh yeah.
Who has to. He's not reading the specials. He's like telling you how the cook is doing shit.
Well, he's the type that became a stereotype, right? He's the archetype.
Yes.
Right. Like he's an archetype, and like we all know these characters, we all know these people from fictional stuff and cartoons and stuff. But when you see the real thing, you're like, oh, that's where it came from.
Yeah.
He's the real guy.
Yeah, and I love that.
Yeah,
like I love that. Like whenever the day comes where robots are serving at diners and fancy Italian spots, it'll be sad because like it's just beautiful shit. And I have a bit about like how like the end of the rainbow for a server.
Yeah.
Like you start off in, a local mom and pop, maybe you do a corporate place, then you do like a cool, too cool for school restaurant, whatever. And then you end up at the diner. Diner waitress is the end of the rainbow. Just like for a security guard, museum is the end of the rainbow.
Right.
You don't touch that painting. Like that's where you get to.
You raise your arm and that's the extent of your physical exertion.
Yeah.
That's great.
Same thing you're doing at the strip club, really, just, don't touch the art.
Yeah.
But
just without a boner.
Well, maybe.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, that was really cool. And then, so that was the day before Valentine's. Next day, me and the lady part ways. She has to work. I've got shows.
You make it sound so, we parted ways. Like, no. Like, you had to do other things.
Not forever.
It's like, oh, don't make it so sad.
Well, because I'm a little pussy bitch boy. And because even like with everything going well.
Amen, brother. Amen, brother.
But like at the end of this night where it's like I woke up next to the girl I love, I got to do the thing I love for 2 shows, and 15 minutes after my last set, I'm like, well, I'm alone on Valentine's, I guess. Like, just alcoholic, constant need for, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
you missed the dopamine.
Yeah. But the thing, like we had 2 shows, and then I went up the block to go see my buddy Kevin Doty and Matt Lopes was there, and Mustaf, over doing a Don't Tell in New Haven. And like they were doing great and like our shows were great, but there is a like when it's exclusively a date night comedy show like that, there's this added tension in the air.
There's probably a weird energy.
There was weird energy. There was like, make her laugh so I can get lucky. Like,
right.
Kind of thing.
Or I shouldn't laugh at that.
A ton of like what do I laugh at? Because my laugh represents my votes and my my morality. Which was kind of weird. But then after the show, like one of these comics, and she was sweet and whatever, but like she was, like 22-year-old girl, and she was like drinking, and then she was like, all of a sudden there's a pint of whiskey, and she's kind of like in my face, like, hey, do you want to do like a shot? And I'm just like, I gotta get out of there. Like, and then I'm fucking in my car, outside my house that night, call my buddy, like, dude, I don't know, man, I just want to drink. And he's like, why? Everything's going so good. And I'm like, I don't know. I start telling him my night, and I mentioned he's like, oh, a person was shoving a pint of whiskey in your face 20 minutes ago. Yeah, I get why you want to drink.
Probably
buddy.
Attractive.
She was great. But like it was just like, and like, dude, have you, because craving the thing you can't do, ooh, it's a roller coaster. It is such a thing.
I imagine you've got to have like waves of like, just, I'm fine and I'm not.
I'm giving
fine.
up on everything. I don't care what I've said. I'm going.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, we're not. Like it's literally like Spider-Man when he had to like, and the train's behind him and it's still going and he's just holding onto the webs like it's not getting off the bridge. Like,
damn, dude.
But it's you're getting better at it. But it was definitely a thing like that.
Let me ask you a kind of a personal question. Do you think that the struggle of sobriety or the journey of sobriety is like grief?
You are grieving.
Because you're kind of grieving part of your life.
I had to write a goodbye letter to booze.
Yeah, that's what I think you mentioned that. Yeah. And because like I know grief comes in waves, right? Like
sure does, pal.
I mean, you know more than probably most people at this age. You probably know more about this than most people because of what you've lost.
Yeah.
But I know, I've had loss in my life too, but like grief comes in waves, and like people that have experienced loss for the first time, I tell them that. I go, you're going to have like, you're going to be fine, suddenly not fine.
Yeah, that song comes on.
And then you got to run, and then you got to ride it. You got to just cry and get it out and just ride it, and knowing, and then obviously when you're in it, you forget that it's going to change. You don't think it'll ever end, the way, but it does. And so the only comparison I came up with was waves. Yeah. It's like you just, you're calm, and then suddenly it comes and you're like, oh no. And then the wave starts to crest, and then you get tumbled, and then you get dragged in the sand, and then the grief goes away and the wave goes away, and then you're like, and you stand up and you're like, oh, think I'm going to be fine. And that was, my metaphor. If you didn't understand my metaphor of waves, I had to spend 3 minutes explaining it to you.
So far, I get what you're saying, but tell me about these waves. What are those? There's like the water's out there. Yeah, I also I'm sorry for the viewer. I feel like I took these pants from Andrew Schultz's fucking closet. These are capris, I'm realizing, as I sit in this way.
High waters.
I apologize.
Shants.
Yeah, I'm going to...
Shants, they're short pants.
I'm going to burn them after this. But
nice.
But yeah,
they look terrible. Take them off right now.
Get those eyesores out of here. But yeah, it comes in waves, just like grieving. And it's funny you mentioned that because at that show, it was me, Connor O'Brien, we got to get him on our pod. He's so damn funny.
He's hilarious. Yeah.
His Victoria Lang, who's also incredibly funny, but other than me and Connor, it was all women on the show.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
And so it was interesting and it was fun and it was like, this is sick. This is like the opposite of what you usually, And so that the younger girl who went like middle did the whiskey thing to me, and then the girl who was headlining, it was more of a showcase, but she was headlining. She was very funny. In passing, somehow there was just that moment of like, you ever thought about doing jokes about your dead parents? And it's like, what? There's no other career where people can just casually be like, you think about including that in your work? Like,
oh my gosh. Yeah, there's something that there's no other, you're right, there's nothing else that you can kind of do that.
Yeah, but it's like, of course, when like I'm talking about that, I'm having whiskey in my face, I'm like, I'm on the road. Damn. Let's go not feel this. But I do have some jokes about it, and people will, like, it's also funny about, if you have dead parents, you're more likely to laugh about it. If you don't have dead parents, people will act as though if they laugh, their parents are gonna die too.
Right. You're like, oh, you're killing them again by laughing at this joke. Like, no, they're
no. If you don't have them dead, if they are dead, you're like, you're laughing. It's fun.
Yeah.
And then the people that do have them alive are holding back laughs as if they're like the way that white people will not laugh at certain jokes to show their allies.
Yes. Yeah.
But I think what's really happening is if I laugh, I'm cursing my parents to an early death.
Oh, like, right. Yeah.
Like, it's just like a tension. Like, oh, don't talk about that. That could happen to me. Gross.
I laugh loudly at those kinds of jokes because I know that when you're standing up there and you're telling that joke, you need that, like.
Well, you're obviously okay joking about it.
Yeah,
you're the one doing it.
Clearly, right. It's just like, look, they're already gone. They can't hear these jokes, or whatever,
But that was it was a cool weekend.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's been it's been since we've started this pod, and which is right after sober. Everything's going better.
That's
and we've talked about this a little bit.
Yeah.
Depression, Mr. Depression still lives.
Yeah.
Upstairs.
Yeah, man.
You said that so real.
Yeah, man.
That's true though, right?
It totally does.
Yeah.
I mean, we were talking last night on on the phone, and I don't know what it is. There's this thing in my brain. It's just like, no, not good enough, or whatever, whatever it is. And you're like, shut up, bro.
Yeah.
Like, shut up.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so much easier to see for your friend or someone else, like, hey, you're doing great. And even if you're doing the same as them, you go home and you're like, you're a piece. Like, you know what I mean? Like the way you treat yourself.
Yeah.
I've treated myself in my head differently than I treat everyone else.
Yeah.
My whole life.
That's pretty true. I think it's true for me as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's common, but like,
yeah, it's common. Yeah.
It doesn't help.
I think it's a personality thing too, because some people, I know some people that like when they're stressed or feeling bad, they just lash out and they take it out on other people.
Done that.
So I think that's a personality trait thing, because there's introverts, extroverts. It's simply put, introverts, extroverts, and like I just know some of my friends when they're in a bad mood, they're just assholes.
Yeah.
And they haven't said it, like, why? It's like, why are you yelling at me right now, dude? Like, I'm like push bed. It's someone you have met, and and we bicker. It's like, dude, what? You're mad right now. It's like, no, I'm not. I'm not fucking grumpy. It's like, no, you're totally grumpy right now because you just came at me real hard for no reason. Like, I'm just making a statement about this. He's like, and then like 10 minutes later, he's like, yeah, I guess I am grumpy. I'm like, yeah, you're grumpy, dude. You're grumpy. Stop it. Like,
at least he admits it.
Yeah. Well, it takes a while. To get
Right. I had. You're so funny. It reminds me of my friend Kristen Mann, actually. Me and 4 comics or whatever went to Chicago for a little while, do a couple shows. I forgot what we were doing really, but we were younger, traveling from New York. And my friend Kristen, sweetheart, always positive. We're going to go on this trip. And like, as a side note, she says to the rest of us, oh, just so you guys know, I'm not really a morning person. Like in the morning, I'm kind of a bitch. So just sort of leave me alone.
Yeah.
Ha ha. is how we took it. And like, dude, like it until like 1 or 2 p.m. terrible human.
Yeah.
Like, afterwards, resumed sweetheart, encouraging, goofy, fun, but in the morning it was like having.
I'm exactly the same way. If I get up too early, like don't ask me questions. Like for whatever question, just make me go, why are you asking a question, man? You know, just like, whatever. Like, I don't know. You know, I totally relate to the morning thing. Like,
Yeah.
That's why this spot is a little difficult for me.
I so appreciate you.
Yeah, but I want to make it happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I can rise to the occasion. I think I can rise to the occasion sometimes. Like, you know.
Yeah, I mean, all the hard drugs you do before we record help probably.
Yeah. Yeah. No, but the morning. Yeah, it's tough for me to like form sentences and coherent sentences and. Yeah, it's hard for me in the morning, but yeah, I definitely like in the morning, like when I'm on tour, like we're sleeping on the bus or whatever, and then we get up, let's say load-ins at 9 a.m.
Yep.
We all got to get up at like 8:15 or whatever, and like one of the crews that I recently worked with, they are fucking morning people. And so, like, there's a bunk section, and then there's the front lounge where, like, the sink and bathroom is and all that stuff like that. I could just hear them, yeah, and they're just loud and they're chatty.
They're the
they're
Who's in Whoville, and you're in your bunk as the Grinch.
Gosh, I'm just like, oh, God, shut up. And they're like, was Jason here? Where's Jason? I'm like, I'm fine. Like, just don't talk to me.
You're on tour, and you're in the back going, all the noise.
Oh, totally. It's brutal, man. And then, like, even when I come out, like, one of the... an example. Here's a story, a little of an example. So, we're all adults on tour. We're all in our 30s and 40s. We're all 20s, 30s, 40s. It's quite a spread. And one of our production manager was like, "Hey, make sure you guys all put suntan lotion and drink water." And I'm like, "Thanks, Dad." Like it was in the morning. I'm like, did you think you really had to tell us? Like this is what I just got mad at him for making a general
for caring about you.
Yeah, for just reminding
totally. You to do some self-care.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I was just like.
Hey guys, I love you and I'm worried about you. Hey, go fuck yourself. All right, Jay.
Yeah, I was just like, why did you? Yeah, I was like, of course. Why did you tell us that? He's like, because I care about you guys and I want you to do good. I was like, yeah, but it's like you don't think we knew that? Like I was so argumentative. Such a fucking angry guy in the morning.
So you don't feel like it's easier to, because like I'm shitty in the morning too, especially when it's my house, but like I can switch into like work mode, kind of like how like if I have sticky hands, dude, I'm gonna be mean and a piece of shit. I hate having sticky hands.
I'm tactile that way too.
But if I'm camping, I can just chill in mud.
Yeah,
like I don't give a fuck because I'm mentally switched.
Yeah,
when you're on tour, you don't have that like this is military time, we're in go mode.
I do as soon as I walk out of the bus in the morning.
So you still have to have a threshold.
I step off and then I just have to like kind of get up a little bit. And then, and then I stopped doing like caffeine and coffee last year.
So that be a roll in the mornings being rough.
No. Actually made the mornings better.
Really?
It did. Actually made them better because I was chiller. Like if I had coffee in the morning,
it would just make your angry louder.
Yeah, it just would turn up my grumpiness if I had coffee in the morning. So I stopped and I was like, I don't have the energy to expel my anger and stuff towards things. But yeah, no, I totally do. And like for me, it's like I can't. Some people get up in the morning and then they got to like wake up and like have a coffee and a routine or exercise in the morning. Can't do any of that. I have to get up.
Can't do any of that.
Well,
get that shit out of here.
Yeah. I have to like get up and work within like 20 minutes and then I'm on and I'm going and doing the thing because
within 20 minutes?
Well, within a half an hour. Like if load-in's at 9, I'm out of my bed at like 35, standing up, getting dressed, and then I'll get my coffee. Or, I don't do coffee anymore, so I'd get up.
Are you lying about the coffee?
No. It just was a part of my life for so many years. And, like, this past year, I'm thinking about it.
I feel like me, feel like, gotta wake up, gotta take 2 shots. I mean.
well, 12 years of touring, and this is the first year I didn't, right? So my routine was that. So, I'll get out of bed at, like, 35, like 8:35, 8:36. Wait, and then that's about the time, as soon as I stand up and get my clothes on, that's about the time they're all leaving the bus. So I'm like, thank God, the front lounge is going to be empty. I don't have to talk to anybody. And I do that, and then I walk out, and then like I'm right in front of the truck. I'm like, all right, let's start. Let's crack the truck open, and let's start ramp party. Let's get ramp party.
Ramp party.
Yeah. So I have all the stagehands move the ramp over and start. But like if I'm up for too long before I start working, I just get tired again. I'm like, all right, I'm going to lay down again. You know what I mean? So there's like this switch thing that has to come on.
You gotta just go.
I just gotta go. Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty hardcore and badass.
I guess. Is it badass? I think it's. I don't know. It's me.
I like it.
Yeah. Because I don't like mornings or whatever.
Yeah, mornings are. it's for a long time. It was like the only time I could sleep. It's like exactly when it's time to start the day.
Oh, absolutely. I'm still that way. Like,
Yeah.
I'm a 1 o'clock. I get up out of bed at 1. Like when I don't have a job and I don't work, I get up at 1. That's my
So
note.
good.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Yeah, it feels so good. Dude.
Yeah.
The downside is though most people start their day at 9 or 10 a.m. So that's when I start getting phone calls and texts and and I'm like, hello, if I have to answer the phone for work or something like that. So and that's when I'm not working. If I have a day off, or whatever. Saw this commercial. I think it was like yesterday. Where did I see it? I saw this commercial. It was called Purina Cat Chow Naturals. And I thought it was a good idea for a fake ad. So it's big naturals. Purina Cat Chow Naturals.
Yeah, let's put a set of tits on that.
Yeah.
The calico.
Yeah, like the can just has like terribles. And that made me think about how like it is. Sometimes I'm a straight guy. So I love the female body. I love the female body.
We believe you.
Big fan.
Definitely.
Certainly
we believe you.
Yeah, for
You're
sure.
saying it.
Yeah. It's got to be true.
What other evidence do we need?
Yeah, it's true. But I'm such a fan of the female body. But there's such a mechanical, hardwired biology into it that I'm separated for it. Maybe you call it post-nut clarity. I think that's what you call it.
Did you just jerk off in the story?
In the story, yeah. No, it's funny how like it's so weird to me sometimes that bags of fat that just hang off and protrude from a human body is attractive to me.
Yeah.
It's like it's just this sack of fat. Like, how is that? Why is that just making me go, yeah, I want more of that?
Yeah.
It's like weird to me. It's like just a big sack of fat, and we're like, yes. That's all I got. I don't really have a punchline. But it's just like funny to me sometimes. I don't know.
Yeah, I love. It's like weed thoughts without the smoke. Isn't it crazy how it's like, dude, tits are cool. This is well documented.
Yeah.
But like, it is. You're right. It's
like, what is that? What is this? There's like this switch that goes on in the brain.
Well, that's evolutionary. Like that's gonna feed my babies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think right.
That's gonna. I don't want to make a clip of that. I was gonna say fucked up shit. Yeah.
But that's what it is. I think right.
Yeah, it's totally biology. It's totally hardwired. I mean, at least for straight people, because like gay guys,
I think everyone likes tits. Gay dudes play with tits.
Yeah,
straight girls play with tits.
They're not, but
tits are.
Yeah,
like everybody. There's nothing. No one's ever seen a pair of boobs and been like, oh my god. Like except, I guess that one halftime show, but like, the female body in general overall it just ain't offensive. You know, it's just kind of widely accepted as beautiful and cool.
It's mommy, but mommy that we can touch.
Yeah, I mean, like they're human portals. They're nice. They're great.
Let me say human portals.
That's what they are. I mean, like in one level, right?
Yeah,
It's just unbelievably. You know what I mean?
It's pretty magical. Well, I've got gay friends that talked about, like, a buddy of mine was telling me, like, when he first realized he was gay, he was like, 15 or 16. He's just like
that late.
Well, I don't know what age he was, but he was young, and he was like,
my brother's gay. He's like, I always knew.
Yeah,
from like way young.
Well, I think for him, he was trying. He was dating women. He goes, I kind of realized it when I was playing with
balls deep in this chick, and I go, gross, yuck, and I toss her out the window and go talk to her brother.
Well, right, and it's not quite that, but yeah, I was playing with her boobs because boobs are fun. Boobs are fun.
They are.
He's like, and then her brother came home and he's like, oh, is that your brother? That was the joke. It was a really good moment. He's just funny. He's like, yeah, because boobs are fun. We're making out, kissing, whatever, and and he's like, oh, is that your brother home? And,
that's awesome.
Yeah, what I noticed about myself is I repeat a story if I think no one laughed enough. I just did it with you.
Yeah. Well, sometimes they missed it.
Yeah.
And I have a similar one because I was playing with this dude's balls, and I was like, "Is that your sister?"
Damn.
But yeah,
sack it to him.
What do we want to? How do we want to close this bad boy out?
I love it when a man says that to me.
Thanks for calling me a man.
Hey.
37 years old, I still feel like a boy.
Yeah.
Does that ever go away?
No.
No?
Oh, no. Not
Only when you're like actively murdering someone?
Yeah, one of the things I realized, in my brain, I've always assumed that someone older than me knows more than me, or is just has it better than I do, or has it figured out. And like for years, growing up, and then finally I started doing like stagehand work, and then I started to see these guys that were like 20 years older than me, and they don't have a car, or or they have to get rides, or they're still doing stuff that what I was doing. I was like, oh wait, yeah. So it really just depends on the mindset you're in, or whatever.
Yeah.
And so like I still feel like I say that I'm between 27 and 35 years old, but I've been around the sun 46 times. Mm-hmm. That's my line or whatever. But yeah, no, it doesn't go away. Yeah. And that makes you go, oh yeah, no one's got it figured out. People will tell you they got it figured out. But they're still trying to figure it out, though. They just won't tell you. They won't admit it.
Yeah. I mean, I think that the real adults are the ones that do have financial, family, whatever. There's a workflow that's been figured out and in process, but they still feel like, fuck, I don't really know if I have this figured out. I got more to learn.
Yeah, so it doesn't go away.
Yeah. But there are real adults, and then there's just people that just didn't die.
I like that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, grown-up kids.
Yeah.
Real adults and those that didn't die. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, and I think because I know some people that are pretty successful, and they're still just like, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know.
Those are the best.
Yeah.
I love those dudes.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I'm just keep doing this thing. Great.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah.
Yeah. My old boss, he had a thing. He's like, I mean, there's no problem that we can't solve by selling more airplanes. And I was like, oh my God, you're cool.
Damn. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I say it's only rock and roll, what I do.
Damn, dude.
It's only rock and roll because everyone gets all stressed. And you're like, no one's dying. It's only rock and roll. And some guys are too full of themselves, and they're like, it's like, dude, we're all working the same gig. And like, that's an attitude. That's an attitude that I know some of my peers will not agree with. Like, I know that I've got that kind of mindset where it's like, no, we're all doing the same gig, meaning we're all working the same show for the same reason, even though we have different roles in the job.
Yeah, we're different cogs in the same machine.
Yeah, it's still
the
happening.
watch has to tell time correctly.
Yeah, we're all doing the same stuff. So yeah, you got less responsibility than I do, but what are we here for? We're working for the same thing, to make sure that this guy gets on stage and you can hear him, and everyone gives us money to go see him. The simplest way to put it. Or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's only rock and roll.